Yes, we understand that on-chain analysis does tend to intimidate some people, and that's because it generally revolves around a whole lot of technical metrics that we don't normally talk about in everyday discussions. But the reality is there's an immeasurable amount of valuable information captured on-chain, especially for Bitcoin. And all this information, if analyzed correctly, can give a clearer picture about where Bitcoin is heading next, and then by extension, the rest of the cryptocurrency market. And so in this video, we're discussing two very important, crucial, in fact, on-chain indicators that have recently come into play and which seem to be driving the state of the market right now. What do these indicators mean? What are they indicating? Is the bottom in, or are we going to see more blood in the streets? Stay tuned. In this video, we're doing a deep on-chain analysis of Bitcoin. Welcome to the channel. My name is Maddie and this is Altcoin Buzz. We are a crypto investment research company. We have documented many 100x returns on coins and tokens that are top projects today, really before anyone else was even talking about them. And if you want to see our detailed process for researching such projects, then our new and improved Altcoin Buzz Access Group is for you. Our plans start at $99 monthly. Be sure to click the link below for more information. If you haven't already done so, you have one more day to check out an amazing promotion going on right now with our friends over at MEXC. You can sign up for an account there and fund it. And you can buy Bitcoin or any of the thousands of altcoins that are available. You're going to be able to do so with discounted trading fees as well. Plus, you can win up to $6,699 in extra cash in your account. Give it a try. Use either the link that is popping up right now on screen or the one that can be found in the description of this video. Gentle reminder, guys, even when deep diving into on-chain analysis, nothing is 100% in this market. Any kind of investment has corresponding risk. And so do not consider this video to be official financial or investment advice. Welcome to our new segment. You're going to be seeing more of these in the future. And as we said in the opening, Bitcoin leads the market. It's always setting the pace for the rest of crypto, the rest of all the altcoins out there. And the market, of course, is uncertain right now. So to help you guys figure out how to manage these conditions, we're starting this new weekly segment. We're going to be looking at Bitcoin's on-chain analysis indicators in order to give us more information for Bitcoin's short-term outlook. Now look, to be fair, on-chain indicators are not always 100% correct. You can't just observe them and have some kind of a crystal ball in which you see the future with perfect accuracy. That is not the case. We're not purporting that to be the case, but they do help us to see some of the patterns that are emerging analytically, statistically, and that is valuable. And when it comes to these kinds of analyses, it's not just about the price of Bitcoin. Much more important in some cases are the metrics that are occurring just below the surface that we don't necessarily talk about on a day-to-day basis. With that in mind, let's take a look at this week's indicators and how the numbers look. And from there, we'll extrapolate a little bit and take a look at the outlook when it comes to Bitcoin's price. This week, we're looking at two main indicators. They are, number one, net unrealized profit, or NUP, and number two, the exchange whale ratio. So first we're going to see what they are, we're going to define them, and then show you what the indicators are telling us. All right, so to begin with, what are they exactly? Well, net unrealized profit is probably exactly what you think it is if we were to ask you to guess. It's how much of the Bitcoin supply is in profit. And it's an important on-chain indicator because strong hands, i.e. the hodlers, are going to keep hodling. But often it does take a while to get to that stage. The softer so-called paper hands often sell when their first purchase becomes unprofitable. That's natural for new investors, and we can see how strong hodlers' positions are by using this indicator. Everybody watching this video is intelligent, so you do not need us to tell you that yes, most 2021 purchases of Bitcoin are unfortunately not profitable, but there are positive signs on chain, like growing net outflows from exchanges. So this means that Bitcoin is going into private wallets and cold storage, and this number is growing. It's growing very quickly. In fact, when it comes to this number, net outflow, we just reached a new all-time high, so that's very positive. But back to NUP, net unrealized profit. So it's expressed as a ratio between 0 and 1. At 0, no Bitcoin is at a profit. That's basically impossible at this stage as long as old Bitcoiners still have access to their wallets. And at 1, on the opposite side of the spectrum, which you can only get at all-time highs, all 100% of Bitcoin held is profitable. So where is NUP today? NUP 0.38, which translates into 38% of all Bitcoin being currently profitable. So yes, it's possible that your first BTC buy may be in the money, but if you bought almost any time in these last 6 months, like through a DCA strategy that we do recommend still, unfortunately, those purchases are not profitable. But look at it this way, they're not profitable yet. But what does that metric, the NUP, tell us? Is 0.38 good? Is it bad? Is it neutral? Well, our terrific research team got some info for us, and any value above 0.70, those values are usually indicative of a bull market top, while values below 0.10 and approaching 0 are normally signs of bear market bottoms. But look, these rules don't always apply for a few different reasons. First of all, Bitcoin as an asset does not have a long history. Whales can always manipulate Bitcoin's price anytime, really. And thirdly, the presence of institutional interest is a new phenomenon. And trends are important. If NUP is declining, then the number of investors holding BTC at a profit is shrinking. It's likely the weakest hands have sold already because many of these 62% not in profit will hold on and wait for the market to recover. So psychologically speaking, investors don't like to sell at a loss if they don't have to. And the current 0.38 NUP is the same as it was in December 2018 and November 2019. Prices then, for reference, were $3,500, that was December 2018, and $8,500 in November 2019. So in those instances, it was actually a pretty good time to buy. Even when considering today's relative lows, you still multiplied your investment by 2 or 3 or 4 times. But that begs the question, is it a good time to buy now? Look, the short answer is probably yes. Everything that we talk about here is probabilistic after all. There are no absolutes. But while NUP is declining, Bitcoin itself is trading sideways. So this means the worst may very well be in already for Bitcoin, as a good part of these 62% are holding, as we said, and the weakest hands are already out of the game. And the last 2 times that we were in this NUP range, a big bull market followed. Now, does that guarantee that it's going to happen again? No. Again, we do not have a perfectly accurate crystal ball, but we see things lining up in a similar fashion to these 2 last instances, these 2 last similar patterns in history. And while there are small long-term holders, most of that 38% in the money right now are either whales or miners. And with all we've seen from miners selling their coins recently to maintain their networks, we believe most of that 38% can be represented by whales. And in our opinion, they're not going anywhere. And we'll explain why that's our opinion in just a moment. But first, quick reminder, you have just over 24 hours left to take part in this awesome giveaway that's happening jointly between Altcoin Buzz and MEXC. Again, when you sign up for a new account and fund it for a trade, you can earn up to $6,699 in bonuses, which are added, by the way, right to your account. And of course, yes, you can buy Bitcoin along with thousands of altcoins on MEXC Global. Okay, now moving right along, to explain why we think the whales are going to be holding on fiercely to their BTC, let's explain tool number 2, the exchange whale ratio. So when markets are not liquid, and we've seen from Celsius and 3 Arrows Capital that markets are not liquid, so when this happens, whales can have a huge influence on price. And one of their orders can move the market entirely, even in a huge market such as Bitcoin. Now, the whale ratio fluctuates between 0 and 1. Whales are whales because they do big transactions. So this ratio measures the value of the top 10 transactions as a percentage of total incoming transactions to the exchange in question. Whales only send coins to exchange when they want to sell, and that's what makes this a good indicator to watch. They don't hold coins on exchanges. They do cold storage and multi-sig wallets. Now, in bull markets, the metric stays below 85% or 0.85 because lots of people are buying. In bear markets, however, or an attempted fake out to make it look like a bull market for whales to sell into, this number goes above 85%. And today the total is at 0.7. 70%. This is the highest this ratio has been since 2020, or the most whale bearish this ratio has ever been. In other words, throughout this bear market, whales should be doing tons of selling. They should be dominating transaction sizes with 85% or more of the total inflows to exchanges. But they aren't. It's clear that they are not. They're holding and they're buying. Whales are not selling. They are not capitulating. However you want to frame it, whatever words, whatever verbiage you want to use, it's just not happening. The whales are not parting with their Bitcoin. So what do we make of all this? Well, taken together, when we combine NUP and the exchange whale ratio, we see a few things. First of all, 38% of hodlers are in profit, and most of the weak hands have sold already, which is a good thing. Then you have the fact that most of the 38% holding are whales based on the logic that we've outlined. The exchange whale ratio of 0.7 or 70% means whales are not selling, they are holding or buying, but importantly, they are not selling. And the last 2 times that NUP was at this same place, in this same vicinity, bull markets came soon after for either 2 or 3 or even 4x returns. And again, Bitcoin itself is trading sideways in the context of all these observations. So we think these on-chain tools can help us confirm that the bottom may be in for Bitcoin, not with 100% certainty, but that's probably where things stand right now. The weak hands have sold to the strong hands, and things can stay down or choppy for a while. That is true, especially with the global factors happening right now, such as the inflation, the imminent recession that seems like it's going to be shaking things up for nearly every region around the world, political and geopolitical instability. Yes, all these factors are going to contribute as well. But the fundamentals for Bitcoin here look good and should continue to improve. So we're looking for good buying opportunities here despite the market conditions. And of course, when you are ready to buy, we recommend one last time you try our friends over at MEXC Global. When you sign up for a new account with MEXC, you can earn up to $6,699 as part of our joint giveaway. All of this in bonuses, which are added directly to your account so you have more to trade with for either Bitcoin or any other project that you may like. Check out our video from yesterday, by the way. We covered our top 5 altcoins that we have our eyes on at the moment because fundamentally they are strong, they are quality projects. And if you're interested in these, whether it's those altcoins, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's any other altcoin or project, MEXC has a great selection. Check out the link that's popping up now on screen, or the one you can find in the description of this video. NUP and whale exchange ratio. Let us know what you guys think about these on-chain analysis metrics. As always, guys, we wish you genuinely all the very best of luck if you choose to invest, but it's not financial or investment advice, at least not officially, but you knew that already. If you are still watching, be sure to like, subscribe, share, hit the bell to receive notifications. Check out these other couple of videos popping up to my left, to my right. Stay safe out there, members of the Altcoin Buzz Army. And as always, we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.